A very good morning, friends. Welcome to you all for day 2 of Karma and Self-Healing workshop by Pradeep Vijay. And it was really a wonderful session yesterday. Very simple truth. Pradeep Master is explaining in simple terms, in simple words, explaining with very good examples that all of us can understand. Sometimes it may break your belief system. It may break your core of your belief system. You may feel, oh, really, whatever I'm doing, whatever I've done so far, is it of no use? You know, it can break your belief system. But Master Pradeep, he is very clear that whatever he says, do not believe a single word. Master Pradeep, he said that you just experiment and experience on your own, and then express your truth, whatever you have found in your experiment. And Pradeep said that whatever he is sharing, his own life experiences, his own experiences. So when it comes to asking the questions, he's trying to help us to understand what exactly the issue is. That's why he keeps saying, be crisp and clear. And let's not explain the entire story. We understand that, yes, there is a suffering, there is a pain. We agree to that. But when you are asking the question, please be crisp and clear what exactly the question is. And yeah, with that, I would like to welcome Pradeep for day 2 of this session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Pradeep garu.
Thank you. Thank you, Ravikaranji. Namaste to all of you and PMC UK team. So we begin with meditation, crystal meditation. So we'll do 1 hour of meditation followed by satsang. Let me share my screen. And I want you to, before that, I want you to prepare for meditation. So how do you prepare for meditation? Drink some water. So it's always a good practice to drink some water before meditation so that there is no dryness in your throat. So drink some water and sit comfortably, clasping your hands, fingers into fingers, and crossing your feet. Sit as comfortably as possible. Now let me share my screen. We are going to gaze into the crystal for about 60 seconds and then gently close your eyes and just be with your own breath. And when you are gazing into the crystal, make sure you are not blinking your eyes. Try as much possible not to blink your eyes. And absolutely your mind should be empty. Unless your mind is empty, you are not in the heart space. And unless you are in the heart space, you cannot connect to the crystal consciousness. So let us gaze into the crystal, deep into the crystal for 60 seconds without blinking your eyes, with empty mind and open heart, in a space of trust and surrender. Now let us gently close the eyes. Completely relax your body from the top of your head till the tip of your toes. Let your entire body be relaxed. And please don't open your eyes. For the next 1 hour, let us enjoy intense crystal meditation. Witnessing your own normal, natural breath. Follow your breath. Flow with your breath. Natural breath. The moment you notice any thoughts, don't worry about the thoughts. Don't be concerned about your thoughts. Don't go behind your thoughts. Simply come back to your breath again and again. Come back to your breath, my dear friends. Come back to your breath. Final 10 seconds. Gently place your hands on your eyes. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You may slowly open your eyes whenever you're ready and drink plenty of water. Okay, friends. Now you may start the questions. And we'll start the satsang.
Yes, thank you, Pradeep. Friends, whoever has questions, can you please raise your hands and yeah, Lalita. Please unmute yourself. Yeah. Yes, go on, please.
Sir, Namaste, sir. Sir, Namaste, sir. I'm from India, Andhra Pradesh. First of all, I was thankful to Pradeep, sir. That is, I have watched.
Your voice is not audible.
Now, sir, it's okay, sir.
I have to speak louder.
Sir, I have two questions, sir.
Okay.
Sir, during my initial days of sadhana, I concentrated in my normal breath, sir. It is okay. It was accepted by my mind, but later on days, my mind is very opposing to observe normal breath, sir. At that time, I feel very. I have no capacity to observe this breath. I feel that I feel at that time, sir. How to overcome this?
In the beginning stages of meditation, you use a little bit of mind to focus on the breath. You observe the breath. But when you do meditation regularly every day, then the witnessing happens very naturally. Witnessing is the quality of your soul. So you are not witnessing it. Witnessing happens. Witnessing is not the quality of the mind. Witnessing is the quality of the soul. So very naturally, from the observation of the breath, it becomes witnessing of the breath. Then it becomes witnessing of the no breath. So initially you will witness breath and you will also witness thoughts. And then later on, the thoughts reduce, then only the breath exists. The next stage, the breath also disappears, the thoughts also disappears. And you will witness it. So this witnessing happens very naturally. So your question, your mind is not accepting to observe the natural breath. That is the very nature of the mind. The mind doesn't want you to observe the breath because the moment you observe the breath, the mind has to disappear. So mind will create every kind of confusion, every kind of disturbance, every kind of expectations, every kind of frustration in your meditation. So that's why we should switch from observing mode to witnessing mode. How the switch happens? When you completely surrender to your breath. When your mind completely surrenders to the breath. How do you surrender? How the mind surrenders? is any thoughts, any disturbance, any kind of expectations, you ignore. Come back to your breath. Come back to your breath. That is the surrender. So when you do it sincerely, very naturally, the witnessing happens. In the beginning, it is a fight between you and your breath. You and not you and your breath, you and your mind. In the beginning, it is like a fight. But when you come back to the breath again and again and again, then naturally the mind will give up. When the mind gives up, then the witnessing happens. That is the soul quality. That witnessing is of a deep level. So everybody go through the same problem in the beginning. You are not an exception. But the solution for you is you should have no expectations whatsoever, no expectations in the meditation. You say, okay, I'm going to sit for 1 hour. So for the next 1 hour, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to observe my breath. Whatever happens, I'm not going to open my eyes. Whether meditation happens or not, I'm least bothered. Whether thoughts come, I'm least bothered. I go into Nirmal Sthiti, I go into thoughtless state, I'm least bothered. Whatever happens, let it happen. I have no expectations. I simply close my eyes and I surrender to my breath. That should be the attitude. If you have that attitude, the witnessing happens very natural. And you should do every day sincerely.
Thank you, sir. So my second question is, you said that to decrease our karmic settlement, we have to do more good karmas. These good karmas be spiritual karmas only, sir.
Any good karmas.
Physical karmas also.
Any good karma. See, you have to do the karmas according to what is your capacity. If you are capable to do a spiritual service, you should do spiritual service. So you should do your best. Suppose you know meditation, you know spiritual science, and instead of teaching meditation and spiritual science, for example, you go and clean the roads to make the roads clean, which is also a good karma. Cleaning the roads, making the environment clean is also a good karma. But your capacity to do good karma is more because you know meditation, you know spiritual science. So whatever is your best, you should do. Suppose you don't know meditation, then probably cleaning the roads, giving food to others, that is the best you can do. Right? So you know mathematics, you know physics, you know chemistry, then you can teach that subject to the students who cannot afford education. So that becomes your best. Whatever you are capable of, you should do that. So that is the best good karma for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes. Next.
Thank you. Ritesh.
Yes.
You are on the mute, sir.
Okay. Am I audible, sir?
Yes. It seems every day you have a question.
Yes, sir. My name is Ritesh Tak, and I am from Kanker, Chhattisgarh state, India. Thank you, sir, for the very beautiful meditation. I had a great meditation today. And I have a couple of questions. Sir, my first question is, are all the crystals enlightened beings? And how do we compare the frequency of a normal human being with that of crystal?
An invalid question. Sorry, I cannot answer. Because the questions you should ask, that question should help you directly in your spiritual progress. Every question you ask, it should help you personally. But the questions you're asking is out of your own curiosity. It's not going to help your spiritual journey. If you want to know more about the crystals, do a lot of research about the crystals.
Yes, sir. I have been. I have learned that when we meditate in the presence of a crystal, it helps us to increase our frequency.
Yeah, you know the answer.
Yes. So, or all the crystals are vibrating, or because there are various types of crystals. So
yeah, that's why I want you to do experiment. Read more books. Make an effort.
Okay. Okay, sir. I will do my research into it.
Yes, it's a very beautiful world. Crystal worlds are very beautiful. Do a research. They're enlightened beings, So do a research on it. Experiment in every possible way and see how you can benefit from that.
Okay. Okay, sir. I will come to my second question. Sir, are all my actions, even my thoughts, are they being constantly watched by higher beings like say my spirit guide?
Nobody's interested in your thoughts.
Okay.
Nobody's bothered about your thoughts. Nobody cares about your thoughts. But your thoughts affects your life. Your thoughts affect your actions. Your life is affected by your own thoughts, positively, negatively, in either way. If you have positive thoughts, your life is positively impacted. If you have negative thoughts, your life is negatively impacted. If you have miraculous thoughts, your life is miraculously impacted. If you have disastrous thoughts, your life is disastrously impacted. So your thoughts affect your life, but nobody is interested in your thoughts. So you cannot work on your thoughts directly. You cannot work on your thoughts. So don't ever make an attempt to work on your thoughts. Rather, do meditation. The more and more you do meditation, the more and more your thoughts switches from disastrous to negative, negative to positive, positive to miraculous. Don't work with darkness, work with light. Where there is light, darkness cannot exist.
Yeah, I got it, sir. Understood. Yeah, thanks so much.
But whenever you catch hold of yourself, that you are thinking negatively, that moment, you simply replace the thought. Don't fight with the negative thoughts. Simply replace it. Okay, I don't want negativity, so let me imagine positive. Use your imagination to always be positive. Then it impacts your actions. But to replace your thought, you need a lot of awareness. That awareness you get in meditation. That's why meditation helps you.
Okay.
You need a lot of stillness, calmness, awareness to work on yourself. You see, life is all about self-mastery. We all want to be a better version of ourselves. We all want to be happy in life. That is the goal of life. Every soul on the planet Earth wants to be a better version of itself. Every soul wants to progress, and every soul wants to be happy, 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 joyful, 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 blissful, blissful, blissful. And every soul wants to be happy on the body level, mind level, intellectual level, soul level. In every level, the soul wants to experience joy. To experience joy, you need to reprogram. You need to be a better version of your own self. Today, you are not happy, but you want to be happy. That means you need to change something in your life. Then only the happiness comes to you. So that making yourself a better version happens through meditation. Because in meditation, you enter a certain stage of awareness, watchfulness. So through that awareness, first you notice, oh, I'm thinking like this. That's why my life is affected like this. So I better change my thinking. So how do I change my thinking? Focus on positivity. Put your awareness on positivity. Put your energy on positivity. Don't put your energy on negativity. Your focus, your awareness, your thoughts, your energy, the direction in which you are thinking should be always positive. So wherever you divert your thoughts, that's where the energy goes. So where the energy goes, that's where the manifestation happens. So divert your energy towards positivity. Then negativity has no place. So don't work with negativity. Work with light. Work with positivity. Naturally, the shift happens. So meditation is a wonderful tool which helps you to change that direction. Okay.
Yeah, understood, sir. So just one more last question. This witness consciousness, uh, do I need to practice it like when
It's part of you.
or will it come automatically as I am
It is part of
meditating?
you. Witnessing is part of you. That's why I said in the previous question also, I said witnessing is the quality of a soul. We are all souls. You don't need to practice witnessing. Witnessing happens. Witnessing happens in deep silence. You be with your breath. The witnessing happens.
I'm asking in the rest of the day when I'm doing all my regular activities. That time, should I
Yes,
practice
you can bring that quality of witnessing. How do you bring that quality of witnessing? Just step back, become passive. You are in a marketplace, there is a lot of chaos. You don't understand what is happening. So much of stress, don't know what to do. What do you do at that time? Step back. Step back and say, okay, let me see what is happening. Whatever happens, let it happen. I surrender. Let it happen. You are not going against the stream. You're not trying to resist anything. I say, let it happen. You step back, become passive. Then the witnessing happens. When you become passive, the witnessing happens. When you become active, then you are doing it. The ego comes in, the mind comes in, but become passive. The more you become passive, the more the witnessing happens. So even in the outside situations, in your family lives, in the relationships, in your workplace, in the marketplace, step back, become passive, then the witnessing happens. In that witnessing, certain clarity comes in. So when you have that clarity, then you get into action. So that is an art. That is art of living. When to be passive and when to step into action. You step into action when you have clarity. When you don't have clarity, step back. Let the witnessing happen. Let the clarity come through you. And then you step into action. Until you get clarity, step back.
Yeah. Got it, sir? It's very much clear. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Next.
There is a question sent to me directly personally. So let me ask the question. So Shraddha from Bangalore. My eczema condition, which was persisting for almost 20 years, got cured within 3 months of Anapanasati meditation. In the last 2 months, however, the eczema rashes are started to reappear. Could you please explain why such condition reappear despite regular meditation?
You see, it is like an onion peel. You peel one layer, peels off, another layer comes. And then you peel off that layer, another layer comes. So many people, they have a lot of expectations on healing. And that expectations creates a lot of problems to them. When you are going through this healing process, you should completely surrender. Whatever time it takes, let it happen. So surrender without any expectations. Sometimes in the beginning, they feel so excited. Oh, all my problems went away. I'm fine now. The first layer is gone, but the second layer comes. You don't know how many lifetimes of karma. You don't know how much baggage is left. So again, you have to trust. Again, you have to repeat the process. Trust the process. Repeat the process. Let the healing happen naturally. That is not your headache. Your only focus is to trust. Sometimes what happens, the prarabdha karma gets cleared. Prarabdha karma is a karma which we choose, which we bring in this particular lifetime. So we choose a particular amount of karma to be brought into this lifetime. So for example, you are bringing X amount of karma to work on for 40 years. Because you come into meditation, you accelerate, you speeden up your awareness, your progress, your learning lesson. You learn the lessons very fast because of your meditation. So whatever the karma you have planned to clear in 40 years, you have cleared in 10 years because of meditation. So you finished off your prarabdha karma. Now what happens? The soul is so wise. After finishing of the prarabdha, the soul will take the karma from the sanchita, which is the reservoir. Because you finished this lifetime syllabus, you will bring more karma from your baggage, from the sanchita, to work on it. It is like a bonus. So when you bring from the sanchita, naturally you will have more challenges. Again, work on it, work on it. Once you finish that karma, you will bring more again from the sanchita. So until you finish all your karmic packages, these problems or challenges will keep coming up, and it appears in your meditation so that it can evaporate. Anytime you notice any problems, physical problems during meditation, so that means your karmic release is happening on a very fast level. So you should be happy about it, not to be worried. When is the indication that all your karma is finished? The indication is you are healthy and you have absolutely no issues in life and you are happy. You have challenges, but you are healthy and you are willing to face the challenges. You are happy in your life. So that means all your karma is finished once for all. You have come out of the loop of karma once for all. Then you are enlightened. So until that stage, you have to face it, because that is the debt you have. That is the commitment. Nobody will help you. Only you have to pay for it. So pay it happily. When you take a loan from the bank, you have to repay it. So repay it happily. Repay all the karmic debt happily, without any doubts, without any confusion, without any complaints. Repay it knowing that your soul is evolving, knowing that it is helping you in your evolution, knowing everything happens for good. With that understanding, pay back happily. Yes, it is painful. The rashes are painful, but pay back happily. That is the way to go. Next.
There is one more question in the chat. So if suppose we say something, or maybe if we had a thought and that thought happened after, within less than an hour, how do we know it is our words and thoughts attracted that particular event, or was it universe warning me that, it is about to happen? And that's why we had the thought.
Before any action, thought comes first. So your thoughts attracted the events or actions, not the other way. Universe doesn't warn you. You create your own reality. Your thoughts created certain actions and you reflect upon it. Oh, because of my thinking, I attracted this. So I better change my thinking. So all the time, you are your own master. You create your own reality. It is through your own reflection you learn the lessons. You come out of all the problems of your life. So it is you who is warning your own self, not the universe. There is no power outside of you which is warning you. It is your inner reflection which is warning you. Thoughts precede action, not the other way. Yes, you might ask a question. Then how about the spirit guides, the guardian angels? Will they warn us? Will they support us? Of course, they will support you, but their support is of a different level. They will not interfere in your learning process. The higher masters support you by showing the direction, but not by giving you warning signals. They show you the direction and they will wait to see how you take the path. They want you to learn. The higher masters want you to be a master like them. So they will never interfere in your learning process. They want you to fail and learn the lesson rather than they giving the answer directly. So that is how the higher masters work. So it is your own awareness which is helping you to learn the lessons quickly. It is your own awareness which is warning you, which is cautioning you, not the other way. Buddha said, Apo Deepo Bhava. That means be a light unto yourself. The opposite is also true. If you want to light your inner lamp, only you can do it. That is the meaning, Apo Deepo Bhava. Apo means only you, not you. The stress is Apo. That means only you can help yourself. Nobody can help you. The opposite is also true. Only you can hurt yourself. Only you can destroy yourself. Nobody else can. Nobody else can hurt you. Nobody else can harm you. Only you can hurt yourself. Only you can harm yourself. That is also equally true. Next.
So next question is, I don't know the name, but yeah, is it true even if it is a painful relationship, do you have to continue that relationship thinking that it is a karmic payback, and it is what it is happening? When will I know the correct time to take the action?
Okay, if you are in a karmic relationship, that means it's very painful and you are almost in pain in that relationship. You want to leave, but you cannot leave. You are desperate to leave the relationship, but you cannot leave. So that is an indication it is a karmic relationship. That is how all the karmic relationships are. You are not happy in the relationship, but you don't want to leave the relationship also. You know you are suffering in the relationship, but you don't want to let go of the relationship. That means it is karmic. But if you are not happy in the relationship and you are willing to let go, then it is not karmic. Next.
So Sheetal, can you please turn on your video and unmute yourself? Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Sheetal, you have come. You have come to the UK group.
Yes, so actually, sir, I asked you one question. Sir, my dad had an angioplasty 2nd of October, sir. And sir, I want to ask, actually, I was listening your video, yesterday's video. So I want to ask whether as a doctor and as a daughter, I can do, according to my free will, I can do a lot more for him. But like he planned his I don't want to mention, but he planned his infarction or he planned his heart attack, I mean, or it's like we can do to a lot extent as a doctor, with diet, with physiotherapy, and I can take him to the best doctors in the world, best doctors in India. So there is no extent I can leave my job and sit in home and monitor him. So what extent I have to do? So I'm actually tired of exactly what is happening. I don't know, but last 15 days I am doing my best, but I think I can still do my best. So I want to ask
what exactly is the question?
The question is how much free will will contribute, how much of my free will contribute to my dad's health?
You do your best and leave the rest.
Yes, sir. Sir, and sir, one more thing, sir, and if I tell the exact situation to everyone, like how much he suffered and what, like the medical conditions, exact terms and terminologies, if I use, then does it create any negative vibrations? Or I can hide and say it is fine, he's fine, like that thought, words impact. What you say?
You should always speak positive.
So I should hide his exact medical
You
condition.
don't need to hide. Speak positively. say, okay, everything happens for good. He is going through his own journey, and that is a beautiful experience for him. Yes, it is a painful experience. His soul has planned for it. All is well. So speak positive. Tell the condition. Yes, he is going through that medical condition, but still it's fine.
Yes, sir. So, okay, sir. So one more thing, sir. On 2nd October, this thing happened. And in the last week of September, I was actually planning to take him for the medical checkup on Saturday and Sunday. So did my
I
visualization...
already
Yeah, you mentioned.
answered.
I want to get it more clear, sir. One thing, sir. So
The answer
actually,
is very simple. You might ask the question in 1001 ways, but my answer is always the same. Do your best and leave the rest.
so I just wanted to say, was it my intuition or it was my visualization impact? We should visualize every time positive. I just wanted to take him for a checkup on Saturday, and he got the same thing on an emergency on Saturday. So did you get my exact question? I just visualized on my meditation that I'll be taking him for a general health checkup on Saturday, but I landed on an emergency on the same day, Saturday, Sunday, weekend.
So where is the question here?
The question is, in the meditation, do we get an intuition, or was it because I visualized something like that, so it had got a negative impact on my dad?
Don't give too much thought to what is coming in your meditation, and don't analyze any meditational experiences. You felt like taking him and you took him. That's it. Finished. Kel Katam. There are better things to do in life, rather than worrying about all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Put your focus on how to be happy in life rather than unnecessarily wasting the energy.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a limit, there should be a red line. Till what extent you can analyze and when to let go. There should be a line. You cannot analyze too many things in life. Then you become confused. Then you end up being depressed. Then you are wasting your life.
Mm-hmm.
Make things simple. Try to live a simple life. Don't complicate the things. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Always remember this point. If you are happy, you are responsible. If you are not happy, again, you are responsible. So the responsibility is on you for anything in life. So how to be happy? The more your life is simple, the more you will be happy. Try to simplify the things. Try to keep the things simple. Then naturally you will be happy. That's why I said, do the best, leave the rest. That's a simple formula. Okay. Next.
The last thing. So, like in my professional life, and now the dad's disease has also come to a part. Should I divide, or should I do both equally like that? Or partially I have to do 70-30 like that, or 50-50?
What makes you to think I will give you the answer?
Mm-hmm. Okay, sir.
Follow your heart. I cannot give you answers. You should follow your heart. Whatever your heart says, you follow it. If I give you the answer, then I'm not the right teacher. But if I encourage you to follow your heart, then you yourself become a master of your life because the guidance is coming from you. The next time you have a doubt, you will not come and ask me. You will follow your own heart. So always follow your heart for any choices, any decisions, what to do, what not to do. Follow your heart. Don't ask anybody. A real teacher will never give you answers.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Next.
Continuation of the relationship, painful relationship question. If I focus on evolving myself by regular meditation to accept the other person, but if I don't see any change in the situation except that I have become very tolerant, how to come out of it?
You do meditation not to accept another person. You do meditation to accept yourself. The more you accept yourself, the more you have the capacity to accept another person. Unless you accept yourself, you cannot accept another person. So you do meditation for your own acceptance. The same with forgiveness. People say, I forgive the other person. No, you are not forgiving for that person for his sake. You are forgiving him so that you can be peaceful. You forgive the other person because you want to be peaceful. You want to be happy in life. You want to let go of the burden. Acceptance is for your own sake. Forgiveness is for your own sake. And you want to practice tolerance not for the sake of others. You want to practice tolerance so that you can be peaceful. You can go with the flow of life. Whatever you do is only for you, not for the other person. When you understand this, then the acceptance, the tolerance, the forgiveness, the surrender, the let go, you don't feel like you are doing it out of stress. You feel a great joy. You feel a great joy when you accept. You feel a great joy when you are tolerant. You feel a great joy when you forgive. You feel a great joy in trusting. You feel a great joy in surrender because you know you are doing it for yourself. Next.
Next question from Nalini. Does letting go and forgiveness practice help to negate karma?
It helps to make sure you are living a peaceful life. Okay, if you want to negate karma, see, once again, I repeat, karma means it's a law. Karma is a law of karma. What you do comes back to you. Very simple. Whatever you do, it will come back to you in life. You do good things, good will come back. You do bad things, bad will come back. Suppose you have done something good. How it will come back? It will come back to you as blessings. Wealth, health, being prosperous. So good karmas come to you as prosperity and health. You do bad karmas, it comes back to you as ill health. So this is how the karmic reflection will be. Bad karmas lead to ill health, illness, disease, suffering. Good karmas lead to health and prosperity. Many lifetimes, unknowingly, in this lifetime you have come to meditation and you are aware that you should not do bad karmas. But many lifetimes you are unaware and you have done many bad karmas. What to do about it? How do you neutralize it? For that, you have to understand two essential concepts of karma. The first concept of karma is not a punishment. It is an opportunity for you to learn. Through karma, the soul learns. So karma is a beautiful learning tool to learn lessons. So that is the first point to understand. Karma is a beautiful tool to learn the lessons. So your focus is on learning the lessons. That is the first aspect of karma everybody should understand. Any challenges you are going through, any problems you are going through, try to focus on the lessons. What lesson I need to learn? My soul has planned for it. So what lesson I need to learn? That is the first point. Focus on the lessons. The second point, after you learn the lessons, comes the second point. After you learn the lessons, you are out of the loop. That means you don't repeat the same mistake because you learn the lesson. But you've already done so much damage to others or to your own self. So how do you pay back? How do you settle the accounts? Everything has to be settled because the universal law is a perfect law. It is not partial. It's 100% perfect. So how to settle it? Since you learn the lesson, you are not going to repeat the mistake again. But still the settlement has to be there. So the settlement happens by doing more good karmas. After you learn the lesson, 1 unit of bad, for example, you have 10 units of settlement left. but you learn the lesson. So 1 unit of good karma negates 1 unit of bad karma. This formula applies only after you learn the lesson. After you learn the lesson, every good karma you do negates the bad karmas, settlements. The residue of the negative karma will be settled. So the two important aspects is, first, focus on the lessons to learn, because that is the very purpose of the law of karma. And number two, the settlements will be done when you do more and more good karmas. So don't worry about bad karmas. Don't focus your energy on how do I settle, how do I come out of the karma. Don't focus your energy on that. Focus your energy on what lessons to learn and to do more service, more good karmas. That's all. Focus on these two areas. Automatically, you will be out of the karma. Very simple, straightforward. Next.
Thank you. Sudhir, can you please continue with your question?
Thank you. Good morning. My question is focusing on breath.
Sir, where are you from, sir?
Yeah,
Where are you from? What you do?
UK. I'm from Cardiff in UK.
Okay.
Yeah. My question is focusing.
What do you do, sir?
I'm a retired medical doctor.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes,
my question is focusing on breath during meditation. We are supposed not to think of any thoughts, nothing, but everything, just focus on breath or the awareness of the breath going in and out. Gautam Buddha, when he sat for 28 days under the Bodhisattva tree, found the relief for the grief, and so he must be thinking about what is the solution for grief and all the problems. He was not focusing on the breath, but he was trying to find an answer to the suffering.
Sorry,
So
you have a wrong understanding. Sorry, sir.
Please.
You have a wrong understanding of Gautam Buddha. That not happened. I'll tell you what happened. He wanted to know the answers. He wanted to know why the people are suffering, why there is grief, why there is illness, why there is death. So that's when he left the palace and he want to know the answers. So for almost 6 years, he went from one guru to another guru and then practiced everything, whatever the guru said. He did everything from Hatha Yoga to all the yogas the gurus has taught him. And he was also on without food, fasting. He did every possible technique the gurus has told, very sincerely. He was a very sincere student. So seeing his sincerity, the gurus themselves came to him and I said, we don't know. Whatever we know, we taught you. We don't know what you are looking for. So sorry, we cannot help you. You please find some other guru. And I am helpless in this. You please find some other guru to know the truth. But when you know the truth, please come and teach us also. So this is how they used to send him from one guru to another. So he was searching for 6 years. Finally, he gave up because he couldn't find the answers. In spite of doing sincerely all the practices, all the gurus told, he couldn't find the answers. So one day he was very weak because he was practicing fasting, not eating any food and doing practice. So he was crossing a river and the river stream was little high, harsh. And then he was very lean by then. No flesh, only bones were there because he was not eating food as told by his guru. And he was crossing and he got washed away. And then an old lady rescued him. And the old lady asked, what are you doing? You are looking so skinny. You have no energy in your body. What are you doing? He said, I'm in a sadhana. I want to know the truth. The old lady laughed. Her name is Sujata. The old lady laughed. You cannot even cross a river. What can you know the truth about? So that words shook him off. So then he decided all the practices, whatever he's doing, troubling his physical body is wrong. So After that, he took whatever she offered, and then he decided to let go. He said, I don't want to know the truth. I don't want even enlightenment. I want to just live a peaceful life. I want only peace. I don't want anything. So he dropped the desire to know the truth also. So that day, for the first time in his life, he was so peaceful under the tree, under the Bodhi tree. He sat so peaceful, nowhere to go, nothing to do, no desire of enlightenment also, no expectations. So that night something happened to him. That night he opened his third eye and he saw all his past lives. The next day morning, and then he came out of that tranquil state and he said, hey, what happened? I didn't do anything. I was sitting under the tree. I was so peaceful, didn't do anything. I was simply with my own self, without any expectations, without doing anything. I was not doing anything. I'm not doing anything, and the only thing happening was my breath. So then he discovered, aha, this is the secret. When you don't do anything, when you're simply with yourself, you know the things, you understand the things, you realize the things. Then consciously again sat, just not doing anything, just being with the breath. Then again he opened his third eye. Again he saw furthermore past lives. So he discovered, okay, this is the way. So that's how he discovered. With so much trial and error, he discovered this technique. But the moment he got that awakening, he was having no desires. Even to know the truth, he has no desire. That is the moment you will understand. That's why I say mind creates expectations. You don't have expectations. When you're sitting for meditation, absolutely no expectation. You have to drop the desire of getting enlightened also, because that desire of enlightenment will stop you in your journey. It will become a stumbling block. So this is the journey of Gautam Buddha. That's how he discovered Anapanasati.
Thank you very much for a beautiful answer. Thank you.
Thank you. Question from Bhuvaneshwari. How to know higher masters are guiding us?
If you feel good in your heart, you know that's the higher master's energy which is guiding you. Like for example, you got some guidance. All of a sudden you got some intuition. You got a thought. Suddenly you got an intuition and you applied it in your life and it was very successful. So you can say, yes, my angels are helping me. Because you feel good in your heart. So when you feel good in your heart, then you feel the higher masters are helping you. So always go with your feeling. Your heart should be your inner GPS. I think the question is incomplete. So the higher masters help you only when you least expect them. When you are not expecting any answers, then they help you. And you receive their help in the form of intuitions, inner guidance. And that intuitions, that inner guidance will not be for your individual success. It will be for Loka Kalyan. It will be for the global welfare. Whenever you receive an intuition, whenever you receive a guidance, which is helpful to serve the whole of the mankind, that is the guidance you are receiving from higher masters. That is the sign. Next.
Next question is from Amit. How to deal with the sudden death?
There is no death. And the only thing is you cannot see. You don't have the eyes. You don't have the eyes to see the person never died. So how to deal with it? Accept that there is no death. Yes, there will be a grief. there will be a sadness that your loved ones has passed away, is no more in the physical body. There will be a grief. Naturally, there will be grief. For a few seconds, few minutes, it's okay. But immediately you have to get back to the truth that there is no death. It is only a temporary separation. When you understand, it is just temporary. Physically, the person is no more there. Very soon, you will also leave physically. Very soon, you are also going to leave the physical body. So there is no separation. So bringing in the understanding of this great truth that there is no death, there is no separation of the loved ones. There is no separation of the loved ones whatsoever in any dimension. When you bring in this understanding, then you deal with the death very naturally. You deal that this is a temporary and this is a very natural state of affairs. Death gives greater joy than birth. To be born is a challenging experience. The soul taking birth is a very challenging experience. But the soul vacating the body is a very happy experience for the soul. So when your loved ones have passed away, sudden death, you understand that they are celebrating in the higher worlds. Because for every death, there is celebration in the higher worlds. So your loved ones have graduated. They've gone back to the higher worlds. Very soon you will join them. This understanding dispels the grief and sadness. That is the way to deal with it.
Thank you, Pradeep Garu. The next question is, if I hurt someone, not intentionally, but yeah, if I hurt unknowingly, if I hurt someone, is it possible that the other person is paying back the karma to me?
Don't focus on others' karma. You focus on your own actions. Don't focus on others' actions. Focus on your actions. You hurt somebody and you realize that you hurt somebody. Immediately you go and ask apology, forgiveness. You say, my intention is not to hurt you. Sorry, I hurt you. I will never repeat it. My apologies. You realize your mistake. Immediately you go and ask forgiveness. That's it. You make sure your accounts are clean. Don't worry about others' accounts.
Thank you. One question from Mageswari from Singapore. My experiment from my meditation, I am empty-minded. I am always happy and peace, very energetic, enthusiastic. Nothing bothers me at all. I want to do long hours meditation. Only once I did 3 hours meditation, but after that, all my meditation take 1 hour only. After 1 hour, my eyes open automatically. How do I pursue my long meditation, Pradeep sir?
1 hour you are doing meditation, be happy about it. So very automatically you are opening your eyes without you wanting to open the eyes, or the eyes are automatically getting opened. So respect that also. After 1 hour meditation, continue back to your physical job or duties, or enjoy your life, spend time in nature, listen to music. 1 hour of meditation is sufficient. Every day 1 hour meditation is sufficient enough. But only for people who are having some issues, physical issues, emotional issues, they need long hours of meditation. Or you want to be a researcher of meditation, then you want long hours of meditation. You want to research metaphysics, you want to research the other dimensions, then you need long hours. But other than that, 1 hour of meditation is sufficient. If your eyes are opening automatically, then be sensitive. Sorry, there's some disturbance. So if your Eyes are opening automatically. Be sensitive. Come out of the meditation. You would have enjoyed 1 hour meditation. Come out of it. Continue with your normal duties. Later on, again, you can try doing meditation. So, not to be bothered about it. Take it as a sign that 1 hour is sufficient. And maybe if you're doing morning 1 hour, try to do 1 hour in the evening. That's enough. That's sufficient. Don't force yourself to do meditation.
Thank you. Mallika Basu, can you please start your video and unmute yourself?
Yes. Hi, Pradeep Ji. I'm Mallika from Birmingham. I have a question about karma. Suppose someone is not well and if we are praying for them for recovery, are we involving in their karma and creating new karma for us, for myself, or how does that work?
No. You want another person to recover faster. You want another person to be well. So that is, you are sending your good wishes. Prayers are fine. Sending good wishes is nothing but prayer. Prayers and good wishes are fine. They impact the other person positively to a certain degree. But healing is no. Prayers, good wishes are fine, but no healing. No sending light business. Good wishes are fine.
Okay. What about blood donation and organ donation? Can you share your views?
When you are doing
Please.
any organ donation or physical, anything relates to the physical, donating your physical parts or even blood comes under exceptional cases sometimes, but I speak specifically about organ donation. Organ donation, you get entrapped into karmic loop with that person who you are donating to. So the donor and the receiver, they both get entangled karmically, because every organ is surrounded by etheric layer and your karmas are stored in the etheric. Okay. So a person is going through a certain problem because of his own karma, and you are giving away your karma to that person and you are receiving that karma's person to your account. So it is a very complicated entanglement between the two people, the donor and the receiver. So organ donation, according to the spiritual science, medical science is different. Physically, people think by donating organs, they're doing a lot of good karma. But spiritually, organ donation is strictly a no, because the donor and the receiver, they both go into karmic entanglement. It is the same with blood donation also. This is a law, right? But exceptions are always there. In blood donation, exceptions are there, but not in organ donation.
Okay. And what about other donations like food or money? Are we creating karma with them, or is it okay to
You
donate
have to do that.
something?
You have to do physically. If you can support, somebody is hungry and you can support a person for his hunger, that is a good karma. But you are making him dependent on you, that becomes a bad karma. You see, he's hungry, you give him a meal, he's happy today. And tomorrow he comes back to you. Again, you donate a food. And day after tomorrow, he comes back to you. So you're making him dependent on you. So that becomes a bad karma. But rather than giving him food, you teach him how to earn his own food. That becomes a good karma. Today, you give him the food and teach him how to earn his own food. Then that is a good karma. Same. As long as you are not making anybody dependent on you, then every karma is a good karma.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
So on the same question, I think I received an email also from somebody from USA, because it's very late, they cannot log in. So the question is very simple, that they were asking about chronic illnesses or karmic, intense karmas. So how about children, babies who go through this chronic disease by birth? There are certain conditions which are very chronic. And yesterday I said an example of cancer. One of the reasons is non-acceptance. Okay, self-acceptance, self-love, self-forgiveness. So these are probably the reasons. So they were asking, how about children, newborn babies? See, if a child is born with certain complications, or in a very early age, the child goes through certain complications, so that means the intensity of the karma is very, very high. So the child chooses that chronic illness in the soul planning stage only. And through that process, suppose the parents have given birth to a child who is having a lot of complications. It impacts the whole family. It not only impacts the child, it impacts the mother, it impacts the father, it impacts the extended family. So everybody is impacted with that. And it is an opportunity for everybody to reflect upon it. And karma is a learning opportunity. So through that, the whole family shifts their consciousness and they are open to the new possibilities of living life. It questions them, what is the meaning of life? It triggers them to go into a spiritual path. So the child has planned to trigger the consciousness of the family by taking that kind of a chronic illness. At the same time, the karma is also getting paid back. So it's all part of the soul planning. Every child born with chronic illness is perfectly planned, and this karma is intense karma. Only in intense karmic situations, again, karma can be a milder karma and intense karma. All the intense karmas, they get manifested at a very early age. So that is also the plan of the soul, and there are a lot of lessons to learn, not only for that particular person, but for the entire family in that particular situation. Okay, so next question.
Okay.
So there, in that situation, what the child has to learn is not self-love. The child is simply paying back the karma, but the lessons are for the family members. Because as we have individual karma, we have family karma also, and we have group karma also, we have nation karma also. So individual karma is there, family karma is there, group karma is there, nation karma is there, and the whole earth also has its own karma. Individual karma means your individual actions, and you have to pay back that individual consequences. Family karma means as a family, you would have done certain actions. So the whole family has to take care, has to pay back. That is a family karma. I'll give an example. Suppose if the father is stealing money and got caught, the father is working as a bank employee and he did some, say accounts fudging, and he stole the money and he got caught by the police. So, and he got sentenced. So the children got affected. The wife gets affected because the children, when they go to the school, then the friends say, hey, your father is a thief. Your father is a thief. The children has to go through so much of trauma. And the wife has to go through so much trauma because no source of income. And she has to manage as a single woman. And the whole society and the neighborhood, everybody is blaming them as a family of thieves. So because of one person's bad action, the whole family is suffering. So that is a family karma. So the law of karma is such a beautiful law that there is no partiality in this. And the law operates not as a punishment, but the law operates as a way of learning lessons. Similarly, we have a group karma. For example, the whole group is like a village or a tribe. So collectively, they have done something bad. So the whole group gets affected. Similarly, nations also have karma. Few years ago in Nepal, in Kathmandu, as a ceremony, they have butchered 100,000 cows. They have sacrificed 100,000 cows in one day as a ceremony. Within 4 months, they got a huge floods and earthquakes, and 80,000 people died. I don't know the exact figure, but in thousands they died. Tens of thousands they died. Why Nepal has to suffer? Because it's a country karma. Why Afghanistan? It's a country karma. Why one country like Switzerland is happy without any wars? Another country like Afghanistan is suffering? Syria is suffering? It's a country karma. So the soul who is born in that country has to face that karma. So the child, a baby born with chronic illness, or a child born healthy but suddenly developing chronic illness at a very early age, it is a family karma. Next question.
As a acupuncture therapist, healing others, healing others, what kind of karma it creates?
As an acupuncture therapist, you teach meditation, you do your job, you do your dharma and teach meditation, then you are doing good karmas. But if you are not teaching meditation and you are misguiding them by telling, oh, you come to me, I will heal all your illness, then you are misguiding them, then it is bad karma. See, every profession, whether it is acupuncture or massage or doctor, any profession, do your dharma, do your job, but speak the truth. The truth is, you can do only treatment. The healing happens self. You see, in the hospitals, they write, the doctors heal, but the God cures. This is the truth. Even the doctors know. The doctors know that they cannot heal. They can do only treatment. That much they can do. But the healing they cannot do. It's not possible. That's why they say the operation is successful, but the patient died. Or the other way, the operation failed, but miracle, the patient survived. So nothing is in the doctor's hand. Treatment the doctors can do, but the result of the treatment, universe or God or karma will decide. To be more appropriate, the results are determined by your karma. So the same is with this. You can do acupressure, you can do acupressure treatment, no problem. But speak the truth. Speak about that their healing is because of their good karma and motivate them to do more good karmas and motivate them to do meditation. Then you have double bonanza. You are doing your dharma and also you get good karma because you have spoken the truth. You are helping another person. So the next time he has some problem, he will not come to you. So he knows what to do, how to heal the problems. He will do meditation and he will heal himself. So as long as you don't make your client, as long as you don't make your client or patient dependent on you, then there is no bad karma. But if you are making the patient or a client dependent on you, then it is bad karma. Next question.
Next question is, if we buy stocks of companies like Zomato and Domino's because they sell non-veg for trading, does that create bad karma?
Naturally so. This is what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. The person who abets, the person who plans, the person who kills, the person who trades, the person who cooks, the person who serves, the person who eats, all are part of the same karma. You are not cooking the food, but you are just serving the food. That is also bad karma. You are not cooking, you are not serving, but you are paying money to buy the food. That is also bad karma. So, knowing that you are investing in a certain company which is doing certain things which is against the law of karma, then why you want to invest in it? Why you want to become part of that negative energy? It's a simple logic.
Thank you. There is one question. What if husband cheated with wife's friend only, with no complaints with wife? Is it related to past, give and take, or soul plan for a lesson? Yeah, this is the question.
that is their own free will to learn their own lessons. You cannot put the blame on karma by cheating somebody. You are cheating somebody, so it is your individual lesson not to cheat. So nothing to do with others' karma. It is your own karma. You are cheating, it is your own karma. You have to learn the lesson not to cheat. You have to be authentic. Enlightenment means being authentic, being transparent. If you can't be authentic, if you can't be honest, if you can't be transparent, then you will suffer in life. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. If you're not being honest, you will suffer. And your suffering is created by your own not being honest. So you have to pay back. So nothing to do with another person, but everything to do with you, because you have cheated. Next.
Yeah. So the question,
either you cheating or you encourage cheating, both are part of the same karma.
oh yeah, the question is from the wife. So how should she take?
How to deal with it?
Yeah.
Knowing your husband is cheating, how do you deal with it? Is that the question?
Yeah. Is it related to, I mean, it's a question from the wife. So is it the past karma?
Whether it's a wife or husband, see, sometimes the spirituality confuses the person. Simple things they complicate in the name of spirituality. So in this case, okay, let's say husband, wife, doesn't matter. So one partner is cheating and the other partner comes to know. Now what to do? So bring in the concept of karma. So it is his karma. So let him do it. And you are okay with it? No, you are definitely not okay. No wife is happy with a husband who is cheating. No husband is happy with a wife who is cheating. So you are programming yourself to suffer. That is absolutely wrong. You know your partner is cheating and you're not happy about it. So you should speak to your partner that you are cheating, I'm not happy about it. And not to accept it as a fate or not to accept it as a karma. Speak about it. Be authentic to yourself. You speak that you are not happy and you don't want this setup. Another person is not willing to change, then you leave the relationship. Follow your heart. Again, the answer is follow your heart. Whether you want to tolerate and live in the relationship or you don't want to tolerate and leave the relationship, everything is your own choice. Follow your heart. One formula doesn't apply to all the people. It is subjective. So follow your heart. Whatever your heart says, do it. Without having any second thought about karma, spirituality, these, that, no. The understanding of karma helps you to learn the lessons quickly. The understanding of the law of karma helps you to bring your focus on learning the lessons. Karma is not to make you suffer. Law of karma is there to make you understand so that you benefit out of it, so that you become trouble-free, worry-free. So don't complicate your relationship by bringing in karma. Be very simple. You're not happy in the marriage, you're not happy. That's it, straightforward. What you want to do is up to your heart's guidance. But yes, you might ask a question. If I leave the relationship, then am I missing any lessons? If you're not happy in the relationship and you are willing to leave the relationship, then leave the relationship. If you are not happy in the relationship, but you cannot leave the relationship, then accept the situation and continue the relationship. As simple as that.
Yes.
I think we should take a separate topic on relationships.
Yes.
Because many people get entangled in the relationships and they bring in spirituality unnecessarily. And they bring in the wrong understanding of spirituality. That is the problem. So how to bring in the right understanding of spirituality at any given point of time? At any given point of time, in any given lifetime, the only responsibility you have is to be true to your own self. Your only duty, your only dharma in any given lifetime, at any given point of time, towards yourself is to be true to yourself. So you don't live your life for others. You always live your life for yourself. This is the fundamental point you should understand. When you are living your life for yourself, then every decision you make is for yourself. So if your heart guides you to continue the relationship, continue, because that is what you wanted to do. If your heart guides you to leave it, because that is what you wanted to do. Your only obligation, you mark the line with you note down the statement with an underline. The only obligation you have at any given point of time, in any given lifetime, the only obligation you have is to be true to your own self. Not to be true to your husband, not to be true to your wife, not to be true to your guru, not to surrender to your guru, not to surrender to any organization. The only obligation you have is to be true to your own self. To be true to your own self means whatever your heart says, follow it. Next question.
Yeah. I think you have already answered this. My child is suffering from autism and some issue. I cannot pronounce it. In early age, is it the karma of my child or my family karma?
It's answered.
It is answered,
Next.
yeah. Do my departed ancestors curse us or trouble us for not doing the rituals? I think you answered this yesterday also, yeah.
They are incapable of cursing you because they are no more in the physical body. They don't have any more. The soul who has departed the body and you think they are cursing you, that means they are a baby soul. They are not, that means they don't understand the truth. They are not going back to the higher dimensions and they are stuck on the earth level, earthbound soul. And even if you think they can curse you, they don't have any power to curse you. To curse another person, you need a lot of energy. No? Only Vishwamitra kind of a person can curse. Because when you are cursing, that means you need a lot of energy for the curse to execute. That's why no enlightened masters do the cursing. Vishwamitra learned that lesson in a hard way. He used to get angry and used to curse. And he used to lose all his energy, all his powers, all his meditation energy he will lose. So finally, he learned the lesson not to curse. Then he became enlightened. So don't think the departed person have the capacity to curse. They don't have even capacity to curse you. Forget about cursing. Against the statement, the only obligation you have is to be true to yourself, to nobody else.
Thank you. In spite of telling my husband and children not to eat non-vegetarian food, they do not listen. What can I, as a mother, what can I do?
Just ignore. You've done your part. You have to respect others' free will also. See, you know the truth that killing animals and eating the bloody food is bad karma. You know the truth. So you have to tell the truth to your family members, to your friends. Once, at least once you have to tell. That is your dharma. Knowing your truth, you have to speak the truth at least once. But if they don't listen, that is their free will. You respect their free will. You should not force. Respect others' free will also. Speak the truth, and it is their free will. Like you have your own free will, everybody has their own free will. They will learn their lessons in the hard way. So you have to give the free will. You have to let the other person choose whatever he wants to do in his life. That is called non-interference. But you have to speak the truth once, but after that, leave it, not to be worried about it. It is their karma, not your karma. Next.
Next question is from Swati from London. Can we heal our children through our meditation by making them sit next to us? Fever or eczema? Yeah.
Healing is always self-healing. When you are doing meditation, it benefits you primarily. But yes, when you are meditating, the whole house gets energized. So some benefit is there in terms of when you are meditating, it motivates your children to do meditation also. So in that way, you are helping. By doing meditation, you are increasing the vibration of the house. The space gets more positive energy. So that is an indirect help you are doing, not a direct help. And the more you are doing meditation, the more you are transforming. Your children get inspired. Whoever is your child who is suffering, if they meditate, they get the benefit. You meditating doesn't get the benefit. Yes, direct benefit is not there, but some amount of indirect benefit is always there. But if you want your child to recover, heal, then your child has to primarily do the meditation. And you meditating also helps the recovery process. It speeds up the recovery process. Next question.
Should one be looking for a guru or look into yourself like Buddha to find peace?
You should never search for a guru. The guru will naturally appear. You should always go within the inner guru. Your intent is your guru. The word guru comes from guri. Did I explain about this guru yesterday? No. Okay. So the word guru comes from the word guri. Guri means focus. In other words, sincere. You are focused, you are sincere. So your own sincerity, your own focus is your guru. A person who is having guri is a guru. The person who is sincere is a guru. If you want to learn cricket, if you are sincere to learn cricket, then you will learn it. So your sincerity in learning cricket helped you to be a great cricket player. So if you want to learn music, so you have to be sincere. Sincere means you really want it deep in your heart. There is a fire that you want to learn music. That means you are sincere. The desire which originates deep in your being is sincere desire. So your sincerity is your guru. Your sincerity, your intent, your focus, that is your guru. A person who is teaching you is not a guru, is an acharya. Acharya, teacher means acharya. Guru, many people have the misunderstanding. They misunderstand the word acharya with guru. Guru means guru is equal to sincerity. If you are sincere, if you have the intention to learn something, that intention, that sincerity, that focus helps you to learn something. So we call Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. So everything is Guru. So that means what is Brahma? Brahma is creation. The role, Brahma symbolizes creation. Vishnu is for sustenance. And Maheshwara is for transformation, to reach to the pinnacles, to the peak, and to transform completely. So unless you are sincere, you cannot create anything. That is Guru Brahma. That is the meaning of Guru Brahma. Unless you are sincere, you cannot create anything in life. You want to create wealth, you want family, you want wealth, you want materialistic comforts, or you want spiritual progress, enlightenment, anything and everything you want in life, without sincerity, you cannot get it. You cannot create it. If you are not sincere, you cannot create anything in life. You cannot manifest anything in life, whether spiritually, physically, materialistically, anything. So that is the meaning of Guru Brahma. Means without sincerity, you cannot create anything in life. And whatever you have created, you want to sustain it. You want to progress in your creation. You want to beautify it. That is Vishnu. Sustenance is Vishnu. Again, for sustenance, you need greater sincerity. Suppose you go to the music class, you learn music for 1 month or 6 months, you learn. After that, you stop. So will you progress in your music? No, you will not progress. So creation you have done, but sustenance also you need sincerity. You need continuous sincerity. So Guru Brahma and Guru Vishnu and Guru Maheshwara means reaching to the pinnacle, to become a great maestro, to reach to the great pinnacles of music. Again, you need Guru. That means sincerity. You need Guri. Guri is your sincerity, your intent, your focus. So your Guru means your sincerity. Now the external teacher who is going to help you is an Acharya. So where there is Guri, the Guru appears. The inner Guru appears. Where there is an inner Guru, where there is an intent, this frequency attracts all the frequencies which help this particular intent, this particular focus. You will attract the right teachers in your life. You will attract the right Acharya in your life, provided you have the right Guru within you. You have the right sincerity within you. You will definitely attract this frequency. This sincerity attracts the best teachers to teach you. So as long as you have sincerity within you, you will attract the right teacher in your life. So you don't need to go and search, but this energy, this sincerity will make sure the right teacher comes in your life without you making an effort. You just be open-minded. The right person will come and support you, teach you. But you should have the Guri first. You should have the sincerity first. That is the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. How will the student be ready? What is the meaning of student being ready? The student being ready means the student is sincere. If the student is sincere, that means he's having the Guri, he's having the focus, he's having the right intention, he's having the burning desire, fire inside him, he's having the sincerity. So that means the student is ready. If the student is sincere, that means the student is ready. So when the student is ready, the teacher appears without you making any effort. That is the way it works. So Guru is not a teacher. Acharya is a teacher. A Guru is your sincerity. You have to replace the word Guru with sincerity. Then you will understand the right thing. That's why in PSSM, there is no Guru concept. We are our own Guru. Apo Dipo Bhava. There is no external Guru. That is the concept of PSSM. No external Guru. The Guru is inner Guru. That is the right understanding of Guru. But unfortunately, many people misunderstand. They think the teacher is a Guru and they bow down to the teacher. You will not get anything when you bow down to the teacher. If there is no sincerity, the teacher cannot help you. But if you are sincere, then all the teachers want to help you. So your inner Guri, your inner Guru determines what kind of teacher you attract. Next.
Yeah. Next question is, in one of the Buddhist monastery, monks eat whatever the food offered to them, whether it is veg or non-veg. What karma will it create for monks?
They have the wrong understanding of Buddhism. They have the wrong understanding of Buddha's teaching. I've gone through the same experience. When I went to Burma, I went to Myanmar to teach meditation. I was being invited by one of the biggest monasteries in Burma. So when I went there, I was so surprised. They were cooking meat. So I asked them, how can you do this being a Buddhist? So they said, no, Buddha taught us whatever when you go for begging bowl, whatever they offer you, you have to receive it with gratitude. So They give us meat, so we eat meat. So then I asked them, if somebody puts a poison in your baking bowl, will you eat? And they said, no. Why not? Somebody puts a poison, you have the discernment not to eat it. Somebody puts a meat, then you want to eat it. Somebody puts a shit, still will you eat it unconditionally? No, right? So that's what I asked him. Then he was shaken. Said, Buddha never said, accept anything unconditionally. Buddha spoke about non-violence. You should use your discernment. But this is a great example how the mind works. Those disciples in the monastery, they want to eat meat. They have the desire to eat meat. And the mind has conditioned to misunderstand the teachings of Buddha. This is how the mind works. The mind goes round and round to misguide you. So that's why it is very important to empty the mind. Unless you empty the mind, you cannot understand what Buddha said. To understand the Jesus Christ teachings or Buddha's teachings, you need to empty the mind. So the understanding of some of the Buddhist monks about Buddha's teaching is completely wrong. There are many teachings of Jesus Christ which are misunderstood. There are many teachings of Muhammad which are misunderstood. Similarly, there are many teachings of Buddha which are misunderstood. Only a meditator can understand a Buddha. Only a meditator can understand a Jesus Christ. Only a meditator can understand what Muhammad spoke. So meditation becomes very, very important to discern what is right and what is not right. This is a great example. And after my visit, the monks were totally shaken. And when I was exiting after my class, after my sermon, we did for about 2 hours of meditation. And when I was leaving, one of the monks in that hierarchical order, one of the monks came to me and said, all this while I've been following the Buddhist teachings, but today I feel Buddha came through you and spoke the truth. I got my misunderstandings corrected. So he was sincere to know the truth. So I told him, I came to this monastery for you, only for you, because you are ready. So this is my personal experience in Burma.
Thank you. What a wonderful sharing, Pradeep Ji. There is one question on the similar line. Gautama Buddha is told that he died fish bone stuck in his throat. I just want to know the truth.
You meditate, open your third eye, and you can speak to Gautama Buddha directly and ask him the question.
Yeah. Next question is, my son is of 19 years old. He's not doing meditation. Many times I've told him. Can you please suggest?
You have to respect your son's free will. To respect others' free will is to be spiritual. You have to be sensitive to others' free will. You teach meditation once and they are not ready. You have to let them be. One day they will come. That time, until that time, you be patient. Patience is very much needed. So you have to respect your son's free will. That is the answer. And you have to be patient, knowing that one day he will meditate. Until that day, you be patient, without any judgments. Okay.
There are quite a few questions on the chart. I'm just conscious of the time.
We'll take one last question. You can choose
One last question. Okay. I'll just ask this question. So I do gardening recently. I'm feeling bad to take out the weeds and questioning myself why I'm killing them. Is it not himsa taking out that weeds when we see fresh vegetables or beautiful flower? Either we cut or use it to decorate garden or house with flowers. I'm feeling this lately. Am I progressing in my spirituality? Yeah, what do I have to learn? This.
So, what is your question specifically?
I think is it himsa? Taking out the weeds, killing the plants, as in like. So
yes, it amounts to a certain amount of himsa, but they are weeds. It has to be taken out, or else the flowers and the vegetables cannot grow. So knowingly, unknowingly, we do many karmas which impact us. That's why you do more good karmas, then it neutralizes it. See, you are walking on the street, you step on an ant. You didn't intend to, but you stepped on it. So what can you do? Like that, we do many things unconsciously, unknowingly. We do many things, but sometimes we do consciously, like killing a mosquito, killing insects, killing pests. We do certain things. So not to feel guilty about it. Do more good karmas. Then all these things will be negated. If you are taking a weed off, it doesn't amount to be a bad karma. It is not considered to be a bad karma. Okay. But your actions might have certain impact, a very negligible impact it will have. So do more good karmas. Don't focus on the minute aspects. Focus on positivity. Focus on doing more good karmas. Okay. And no plucking flowers and decorating your house. If the flowers have fallen from the tree, from the plant, the flowers have naturally fallen, so beautiful, you want to collect it and keep it in your house, that is perfectly fine. But you are plucking the flower lives for one day, and you want to pluck it from the tree, that is not right. So plucking the flowers for your home decoration is not correct. It amounts to a certain amount of bad karma. But if the flowers are naturally fallen down and you want to collect it and decorate your house, that is okay. But not to deliberately pluck a flower. But weeds, yes, you can. So at the end of the day, you don't need to be too much calculative of what I'm doing, how much bad karma I'm having, how much good karma I'm having. Don't need to be so calculative. As long as your intentions are pure, as long as your focus is to do the good things as much as possible, to the best extent possible, you are doing good things. That is enough. To your best extent possible, you are doing good things. That is your good karma. This is the definition, what Jesus Christ said. He gave the definition of a sin. The sin is an action which you do against your consciousness is a sin for you. Whatever you do against your consciousness is sin for you. So don't do anything against your consciousness. Follow your heart, follow your consciousness. Then you're always in the right path. Okay. All right, Kiranji. Thank you very much.
Thank you. What a wonderful session today. There are so many questions. Sorry, friends. We cannot. I mean, we can have more sessions in the future. Just hold on to your question, or maybe in some other forums you can ask wherever Pradeep Ji is there. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, all the masters from especially PMC UK team. Thank you, Kiranji, for inviting me, and all the participants for making this wonderful session. It's a great learning experience for me to share with you. It is my joy. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pradeep. So just one small announcement, friends. So we have so many such wonderful teachings on the PMC UK YouTube channel. So please visit PMC UK online YouTube channel and subscribe, and you can watch whatever the sessions by Pradeep Ji and many other masters. So yeah, and also whoever is in the UK, if you want to have the meditation sessions if you want to attend every day, we have morning and evening sessions, and also we have kind of wisdom sharing sessions every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. You can join our WhatsApp groups. You can send an email to info@bamaster.org.uk. So yeah, that's all. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.